Well, good afternoon, and welcome to you all here to the Calgary Chamber of Commerce. It's my distinct pleasure today to have the opportunity to welcome a distinguished delegation of guests and friends here from Quebec as part of the 3rd Annual Farmers Tour. My name is Scott Crockett, and I am the Director of Communications and Marketing for the Calgary Chamber of Commerce, and I'll be your MC for today. A couple of things just to get us started off. If I could ask anyone to switch your cell phone either off or to vibrate during the speeches, that would be just perfect. And also, several of today's messages will be delivered in both French and English for the folks in the room and those that are watching elsewhere. So be aware of that as we move forward. So I'd like to begin by saying that we at the Chamber of Commerce are very excited about this tour that's happening, and we're very pleased to welcome our friends from Quebec. I know that there are many Calgary and Alberta businesses that are extremely interested in exploring opportunities, ideas, and partnerships with Quebec counterparts, and we're very, very happy to have you here to begin to explore that today. I'd like to begin by acknowledging a couple of special guests that we have in the room. In particular, we have some elected officials. We have Monsieur Guy Saint-Pierre, Mayor of Monceau in Quebec, as well as we have Monsieur Louis Martel, Mayor of Santa Marie de Blandford in Quebec as well. So thank you both. We also have our distinguished guest and friend in the Chamber movement, Madame Françoise Bertrand, who is the CEO of the Chambers of Commerce of Quebec. And we're very pleased to have you here today as well. So the role of the Chamber of Commerce, as many of you know, is to help businesses become more successful. And we do that by helping businesses grow, expand their influence, and create opportunities to connect. And today is an example of doing exactly that, of creating opportunities for business connections between those businesses in Alberta and in Quebec, and we just couldn't be happier to do it. Because by creating those connections, we can help businesses in both of our provinces become stronger. So, it's now my distinct pleasure to introduce Mario Levesque, who will tell you more about the tour that's been going on. So Mario is the president of the Oil and Gas Service Providers Association of Quebec. If I can invite you to the stage now, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
First of all, I thank you all to be here. We're already coming to an end for this tour. That's been a great one, in my point of view, the best one, the 3rd one, actually. As the president of OGSAC, I'd like to thank all Albertan oil and gas community and all the business community here who have been great for us. It's been terrific the way everybody is accepting us and showing their skill, and this is exactly what we need for our development in the province of Quebec. Our industry in Quebec might not has been developed as much as yours, but every day we make step forward in the right direction. And I'd like to thank everybody who organized that tour here from Western Canada. First of all, Michael Bignan, who is here today, who is the president of the Oil and Gas Association in Quebec. It's been a tremendous help all those here, and he still is, and he's a true believer in our development, and I'd like to acknowledge him for that. Now, most of you knows that we have a change in government and we have a change in politics in the last couple of months. And one of the messages that I want to deliver to Western Canada is now we're more open to develop this business in Quebec. And outreaching like that with the people I have today, I think it's one of the best way to show it and to bring back this information to the province. This year tour has brought a business leader to Alberta, as well as mayor and people from academia. Together, we learn more about the industry, and we will be able to go back to Quebec and become even better ambassador of the economic development. Another message that I want to send, I think you are all welcome to come and visit Quebec and bring your knowledge with you. This is a start of communication, and this is a start. We're opening the bridge. We just need to continue to do the same thing. I won't speak too long because I have a guest that I really like and enjoy with me, and I'd like to introduce you Ms. Bertrand, who will talk about her experience on the tour and her perspective about the oil business. I'm just going to say a few words in French, if you don't mind. J'aimerais remercier premièrement tout le monde qui sont ici aujourd'hui. Le tour qu'on a eu a été un tour qui a été magnifique. Les gens qui se sont déplacés et qui ont fait l'effort de venir sur ce tour-là, je les remercie énormément. C'est pas facile de couper son été puis de s'en venir puis de venir voir qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le business du pétrole et du gaz. Mais je suis persuadé qu'en faisant ce tour-là, chacun de vous et de nous vont être des meilleurs ambassadeurs pour le développement économique du Québec. Je suis fier de mon industrie. Je sais qu'on peut le faire de façon sécuritaire. Je sais qu'on peut développer ce pendant-là dans notre économie, puis ça va être bon pour le Québec, puis ça va être bon pour tout le Canada. Merci beaucoup à tous. Et maintenant, je laisse la place à Mme Bertrand.
Merci Mario, c'est gentil. Alors, good afternoon everyone. I'm really pleased not only to be here this afternoon, but to have been on the tour for the last 3 days. I just finished my vacation, so it was an excellent way to start work all over again. It was work, but work in a very constructive way, might I say. Not that it's not constructive usually, but it was really fabulous. Thank you, Mario, and for everybody who has made this trip possible. Thank you so much. Évidemment, je parle aussi français, donc s'il y a des questions en français, je serai ravie d'y répondre, mais je vais faire mes commentaires en anglais si vous me le permettez, parce que je pense que la majorité des médias, vous comprenez évidemment l'anglais. Alors, what have we learned? Well, we've learned so much. First, it's interesting that the group we were from different origins. So, as we were going through the visits, we had different perspectives, different questions, different knowledge. So our questions were really instructive in itself. But also, the visits that were organized allowed us to meet farmers, to meet researchers, to meet suppliers of the industry, to meet farmers, I said that, to meet also the regulator. And I like regulators myself, having been one in a past life. And that was really eye-opener all along. We've met also the advocates. We've met the Association of Landowners, and we've met also the Association of Farmers, or the advocacy group of farmers. So it was really from all points of view, all perspective, that we were given how it's working here in Alberta. And you certainly understand, the media especially, that when you kind of listen to the news report, it's always very partial. It's one point of view that is brought to you. You never have the full perspective. And I might say the 3 days we've spent here has given us a 360 degrees perspective on oil and gas development in Alberta. So thank you very much. We've learned a lot, and we've learned a lot not only to say that we're more knowledgeable, but we are more knowledgeable to want a similar type of approach to Quebec. Because we want economic development in Quebec. We need economic development. We need natural resources to be there and to be able to develop in the context of 21st century, which has to reconcile all the sustainable growth elements, which are social development, economic development, as well as environmental concerns, of course. And here we've learned how you've done it. And I think the first lesson we've learned is the government has decided it wanted economic development based on gas and oil development. And I guess we're in kind of hoping that one day Quebec will be in the process of doing the same thing, but putting in place the system that will allow to do it in the most orderly way. And that is what you've been successful in doing. We've met the regulator. We could have spent 3 days with him because it has many components. It's one-stop shop, but it's one-stop shop of many dimensions that are exactly what we are concerned about in Quebec. When we hear opponents, it's not because they have silly ideas. It's only they have not clearly what could be done to make sure we could take care of public interests, yet allowing economic development. And we've learned here that it's being done. And of course, it's always improving, I suppose, month after month. But at least it's there. There's a system. There's a process. There are clear criteria, and it's going well. So I'm coming home tonight with really a commitment with my colleagues with whom I did the mission to work together on how we can provide those perspectives back to our citizens and our members back in Quebec. But I would conclude in saying one thing. I wish our Minister of Natural Resources, Mr. Pierre Arcan, who's coming soon into Alberta, would take maybe not 3 days, that's too much to ask of his busy time schedule, but to take some time to come and really meet some of the people, maybe the regulator, and maybe bring along the Minister of Environment, because they need to work together. That's what we've seen here. Environment, agriculture, water, and oil and gas work together to find the best way to develop Alberta. And we wish to develop Quebec so that our country will all be stronger that way. Thank you very much again.